Yogi Clan, what's up? Welcome back to Yogi Cycle Service. We are here with Miss Piggy. We are getting ready to put some new grips. We have the Bitwell grips. Take these out of the box. These were $22 off Amazon. I'll put a link to them below. Nice looking set of grips. We're going to put them on Miss Piggy today. So we're going to quick record a video and show you how we do that. The way we're going to bond them. Now I know this may be controversial. The rubber grip makers say don't do it. Don't do it. It's bad juju. If you do it, it'll deteriorate the grips. But you know what? As a kid, I used to ride a BMX bike. And I use this method on each one of the BMX bikes I have. My grandma's Aquanet. So we're going to use this Aquanet. It helps lubricate the grip to get it on. You let it sit for 24 hours, let it dry. Not a problem. But the one problem we do have is on a twist grip, you need a throttle tube. So this one was my stock Harley throttle tube. We're going to cut the rubber grip and take all this fake chrome looking stuff, like take this end cap off. We can then cut this rubber grip off here. Got a little bit of goof off that we can use to take the adhesive that holds the rubber onto this throttle tube. The other tube will slide just onto the handlebars, so we don't need a separate tube for that. We only need a throttle tube for this side. That way we can have our throttle and idle cables attached, because on here, if you look at these two tubes, one is a 1-inch hole and the other one, I think it's like 1 1/4, but there is no place for your throttle and idle grips, so you have to have a tube in order to put this on. That way you can still use your, if you have throttle and idle cables, that way you can still use those cables. So we're going to put that on today, but before we dig into that, got some mail in the mail. First one, got some stickers, got a letter and some stickers from Zach, first person. There is his sticker. And thank you, Zach. Shout out to you. Check out his YouTube channel, Zach First Person. Even has a little letterhead with his logo on it. It's pretty sweet. So thank you, Zach. I promise as soon as one of these days, when I get some stickers made, I will be sure to get you some stickers. And from Doyle, from the YouTube channel Blue Bike and Doyle, we got a awesome handwritten letter from him. Got some of his business cards in there. He sent like 7 poker chips, which is pretty sweet. So thank you, Doyle. Oh, sorry, 8 poker chips, which those things are bloody expensive. Got a good letter from Doyle saying, I love your channel. You're doing more things than just, I'll use his word because he has episodes, dicking around in the shed. I love those where he does that, working on his garden, working on something in the shed. Here are a couple of stickers, some poker chips. Remember, be safe. Ride safe. And he also sent a couple stickers, so we'll get them put on our cabinet. If I can get them pulled out. Oops, just dropped the poker chips. If I get them pulled out, so we'll get that put on our cabinet. It's Blue Bike and Doyle. So thank you, Doyle. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate the support from both of you, and we'll get those put on the shed, then we'll dig into our handlebar project. Or we'll get those put onto our cabinet, and then we'll dig into the handlebar project.
Correct.
Alright guys, welcome back. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to loosen up these two lines down here, both our throttle and idle cables. And for this, we're going to use 3/8 inch wrench and an adjustable to break these loose. We can get all the slack out of these lines. Or rather, put slack in the lines. Loosen up that jam nut, screw it all the way down. Screw this all the way down. We're loosening these up because we want to take this throttle tube off. Let's go ahead and take a T25 and take these two Torx bits out. Torx bolts out rather, or one on the top here, one over on the underneath on this side here. Those two out. We can take our cover off. You can see now our tube is loose. We can take our two cables off. Be very careful not to lose these brass ferrules. Very easy to lose, and you don't want to do that, which I just did. Rolled right off the seat. All right, take the second one out. And all right, and there we go. Tube comes right off. Now this one was an aftermarket. It was the one that had the Harley flames on it with the chrome. The problem is the rubber on there got so dry rotted that it just started coming off of my hand, so I wrapped it with paracord in black and gray, and it's been on there, paracord, probably for at least 5 years now. It's really thick, so when I wear winter gloves, my hands start cramping because of the thickness. So I wanted to get back to a thinner grip. So let's go ahead next and we'll cut the rubber off of here. All right, here we are. We're at the work table. Let's get our knife out and let's go ahead and start pulling this grip apart. Just gonna cut down the body of it and get this rubber off. Can't guarantee that this is going to work, but we're going to give it a shot. It came off pretty darn easy. Let's see, how does this come off? It's coming slow, you just got to kind of work it. Work it with a flat screwdriver. Now, one thing I did notice is that I thought for sure there'd be some kind of adhesive on here, but I don't see any. So that's good. There we go. It's off. All right, rumor mill has it that compressed air will also help. It did start sliding fairly well, but could be better. We'll do it without compressed air. All right, you want to make sure, like I said, do not bang on this because you'll cut that and cut a hole right through there. So do not bang on this here, but dude, the hairspray worked. Looks like it's all the way in. Let's go back over to the scooter. Back over here at the bike, let's put this on. See how it lines up. Oh yeah, that'll look good. All right, so that lines up well. So let's get our little brass ferrules. Okay. Two. Pull these back out, put some tension on them. All right, I got that somewhat back together. Let's get our cover. Got a little bit of tension on there to start with. Got a baseline. there's one sign. Look at that. Throttle has nice action to it. Sounds pretty good, so I think we'll tighten these down as is. All right, from this side, much the same procedure. Less we don't have the control, the throttle and idle cables. We're going to take this top screw out. Take this bottom screw out. Open up this case. And then you can just pull your throttle tube off. Go ahead, spray this up a little, move that up a little, move our grip up a little. Good old grandma's Aquanet. Move on here. Twist it and slide it in. Make sure we are flush up to our controls. Put our controls back together. Again, do not hit up against here because you will punch a hole right through there. There you go, Yogi Clan. New grips in a matter of 15 minutes. Easy, and they look good. Let's take you off there and show you. Those are the Bitwell grips. The thruster grip. The Bitwell thruster, they are 1 inch for 1 inch handlebars. Very nice grip. Soft diamond pattern on them. Squishy. Looking at it from this side, they turn out pretty nice. I like them. Say Bitwell. Boom. There you go. So there you go, Yogi Clan. It was that easy. Not a problem. I've only been doing it. It took me 30 minutes. I figured this would take an hour. With 30 minutes, and that's even setting up and operating these cameras. So really, the actual to-do was probably 20 minutes. That easy, that simple. Again, Bitwell does not recommend you use Grandma's Aquanet, but for $2 from Walmart, I used it for BMX bikes for years. Never had a problem. They say, oh, it may deteriorate the grips prematurely. Don't buy it. I don't buy it. Air compressor, I have seen other people, they use, wasn't rubbing alcohol. I'd have to look to see exactly what it was, but they also use an air compressor to put air in there. I found that was just kind of difficult. You really have to have the grip on the bike in order to be able to use the air compressor. To do that, you can't really do it with the throttle tube off the bike, but really with this, it just provides just enough lubrication. You can slide it on that throttle tube without a problem, and then after it dries, you have good adhesion. Used it for many BMX bikes. It works just fine. So it works for me, so that's what I'm going to do. And give these grips, you know, a year or two, and once they're dead and tired, they cost $22. So every season, if you want to, you can change out your grips to a different color, but I think we'll rock these for a while and see how they hold up and see how they'll do, and then maybe another couple seasons from now we'll change them out. So there you go. There's your tech tip of the day on how to change your grips. Really easy process, not a problem. So thank you for joining us. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Check out the Instagram page, check out the Facebook page, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, Yogi Clan. Peace.